Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Warhammer 40K Boltgun. FPS that definitely celebrates the retro tradition. There's a little bit of modern. There's a little bit of modern influence to this first-person shooter, most notably the charge maneuvers. Like, you look at classic retro first-person shooters, and a lot of them tend to focus more on giving you bigger arsenals. Items to use was like the big thing for Duke Nukem 3D. But having abilities with cooldowns is definitely more of like a modern approach, as opposed to like a classic approach that you might have seen in the original Doom games and such. But still, that focus on creating like not necessarily a linear hallway, but a semi-linear labyrinth to explore with tons of monsters to fight. And you're not necessarily going to be dying immediately in every encounter, but you might find yourself swarmed by bad guys. Almost a little bit like a Left 4 Dead style. Like the sequences when you find yourself in these big arenas where bad guys just keep coming in. It reminds me a lot of playing Warhammer Dark Tide. But for now, let us pick up where we left off in Silent Martyrs. The only available route is through Hab's mausoleum. Tread carefully through these sacred bones. Who knows what spirits you might awaken. So apparently, like, this planet has fallen to chaos, and we've been sent by ourselves with only a melee weapon to deal with the heretics and discover what is causing this planet to be filled with chaos. To have been transformed by chaos energies. I'm not entirely sure we've really discovered anything besides heretics to destroy. Which, I mean, I suppose that's enough for this Space Marine and this Servo-Skull buddy, compatriot. Hello. Did you take no damage from my melee? Shrine desecration may be considered heresy. Emperor's mercy will be granted to all vandals. The Emperor has mercy. I mean, if you say so. We have 3 weapons. We have the titular Boltgun, the shotgun, the plasma gun. Ooh, actually, I just realized something. So I was thinking we might only have 4 weapons, but I realized there are empty spaces beyond the guns themselves. So we might find ourselves picking up additional guns that are set to those shortcuts. Definitely a little silent. And yeah, it looks like it does reset your health and contempt at the end of each level. Like, you still carry around the same amount of ammo you had. I'm surprised there isn't a fight going on here. Or is this going to be kind of like a little hub for this level? Because there are a lot of branching paths from here. I suppose that's the one thing that's missing from a lot of modern takes on retro games is a map. But then, like, that's the thing that like benefited games like Doom and Heretic, and not necessarily games like Quake, because Doom and Heretic were only 2D in design. Like, you didn't have rooms above other rooms. Any other bad guys? Nurglings. Any other Nurglings around? I feel like what throws me off for this particular area is that it's very large, but with so many obstructions, and we are missing the key to that door. Ooh. Munitions boon. Lock and load. Oh, hello. Are you gonna open this? I mean, I can't open it. Unless there is a button, a switch. I'm missing a key for that. If I was a key for any of these doors... where would I be? Also, another modern convenience is the ability for the game to be like, you know what? If you're not entirely sure where you should be going, why not head in this direction? Which I must say is convenient. There were plenty of times playing Doom levels, especially like the master levels. The master levels had quite a few sections where I'm like, where on earth am I going? That was more of a jump than I was hoping for, but that's fine. Largely because I wasn't entirely sure there was anything for me to collect up there. It's just one of those, like, is there something there? Let's jump and find out. And then you jump too far. Like, I don't think there is anything, but, you know. Alright, I think the red door is this away. All interred are designated heroes of Imperium. Failure to perform relevant holy rituals at location will be recorded. I will... That's the best I can offer to the fallen heroes of the Emperor.
I will make my brothers proud.
Yes.
None will survive.
So far, we are at 100%. Chaos Marine. Yep, I'm getting shot by a lot of folks. Another Chaos Marine. This place had a whole bunch of Space Marines transformed by Chaos, or they were transformed elsewhere and were just transported here. Health is full. All right. How is my ammo? It's not bad. I mean, I could probably use the shotgun on the Nurglings. Without necessarily wasting too much ammo. I imagine they're the kind of foes that die to a single shotgun shell. Unlike some of these bad guys. Oh, a lesser plague toad. And all of my contempt is gone. That's okay. I will regain more contempt for my enemies. You heretical plague toad. Like, is there a universe in which the plague toad is not a bad, or should I say not a heretic? The difference is probably important. Also, I ran up and down multiple platforms. Okay, so useful against the Nurglings, but it does take a few shots to destroy the plague toads. And it is very easy to get lost around here. No, death has found you. As I'm not entirely sure, in all that confusion, I'm hoping enemies haven't been respawning. And I haven't just been killing the same enemies over and over again. But I don't believe that's the case. I don't think this is the kind of game where I have to worry about that. Any game that gives you scores for how many enemies you've killed at the end of the level likely does not have respawning enemies. Although, on that note, like, there are exceptions to those rules. Like, Doom, how scanners indicate key contained with... I can see the key. You don't need a scanner to tell me that there's... Like, Doom has the enemies that create enemies. And those don't necessarily... I want to say those don't add to the total percentage. Like, once you... Like, they could just be respawning lost souls all day. And you can be killing those lost souls all day long. And that's not going to benefit your score. I think I got everybody. Corrupted influence purged. Thank you. Well, then in that case, we can carry on. Fight more Nurglings, more corrupted toads. I must say, fighting corrupted toads is not particularly as exciting. But if it's for the Emperor, I will hop to it. It feels as though, like, they're spawning within their exploded bodies, like they weren't there before. And then, like, suddenly there's 5 of them behind the explosion of blood and flesh. And I'm still not entirely sure about the numbering system. Like, is this just information given to me freely to be done with at my leisure, like the shotgun's a 3, this enemy had a level number, but is dead now. I think you might be able to upgrade your guns, but so far I've only been able to upgrade the one. I think I've only upgraded the Boltgun. Door equals found. Thank you, Servo-Skull. Your capacity to serve me with information that is necessary for my mission has only increased. Awaiting orders. I can give you orders? Really? I'm pretty sure you're just there to watch me. Ooh, the charge and then shotgun is not a bad move on the Space Marine. Also, did a barrel blow up or something? Because that was a lot of my health pretty quickly. And it's back. Don't need to be terribly concerned. Anybody else want some? Medical item revealed. That looks like it's the way forward, so let's take a look down here first. Yeah, there's not much down here, just items still. Useful for the cause. We don't want anything to be left behind for the heretics to pick up and use against the forces of the Emperor. I'm slightly worried about my dog because, like, he's laying down, like, right at the edge of the bed, and if he rolls over, like, he might topple himself on the floor. Absolutely nothing to do with Warhammer 40K Boltgun, but conjugating excitation levels 0. Are you bored? Are you bored, Servobot? Let's see, which way was I going? Not that way. This way, yes. And plasma gun, which I already have. I guess in case you... Shrines located, heroic spirits interred. Exit below. Why does the melee do nothing to the Nurglings? What is... am I missing? Or is it just, like, so ineffective of an attack? And why is it ineffective? I need to know. Purgato in extremis. Alright, I am surrounded. Hello. You probably shouldn't have teleported directly in front of me. Oh my. Big play toad. Let's see if we can plasma gun this guy. Sirs, I'm busy fighting the Plague Toad. Do you mind? There we go. Ah, the other plague toads were lesser. Sheesh. Excuse me, please. Never mind. What was I saying about me being well armored and everything? Not against a bunch of plague toads. And nurglings. I guess it's time we've got a serious Sam up in here. Ah, yeah, the plasma gun users. Ah, there's another plague toad. I should probably throw some grenades. The area has been sanctified. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's still a wide slew of lesser plague toads roaming about. All right. The Emperor's chosen are never lost. All right. We definitely burned through a lot of supplies. And I'm reminded, okay, so yeah, this game does kind of feel a little bit like that Left 4 Dead or Dark Tide mentality, even if it doesn't necessarily follow the formula. There's still the, like, you're pretty much safe unless, like, a swarm of bad guys shows up. And every so often, a swarm of bad guys will swarm in, swarming all over you. And that's when things get really dangerous. But is it necessarily dire? Like, I'm not entirely sure what the opening cutscene character considered a dire predicament. Like, is this still just considered business as usual for the Space Marine? More nurglings. Medicae identified. It'd be nice if... Are you just referring to these items over here? Nice. A twofer. Also, this level, the fact that it's still going is a little bit of a surprise. Like, he was saying that the servo was telling me there's an exit, but I do not see said exit. The purging begins! Forget what was this, the invulnerability? Did I waste invulnerability by grabbing it too soon? Okay, let's... Instead of backing up all the time, we're going to need to know what's ahead of us, because there are a few more obstructions around the level. Alright, and now we have got plague toads again. Shall we throw some grenades? Who is teleporting these lesser plague toads into the combat? Into the arena? The forces of chaos, no doubt. Alright. Don't see any major health pickups. Or contempt. Nope. Never mind. Here we go. We've got some health, which is good. Ah. Luckily, the end of the level results don't discuss my awful accuracy. All right. Is there a main bad guy? Or is there just the swarm? Oh, nope, Chaos Terminator. Area successfully purged. Has it been purged? I feel like you're pretty premature on most of these purging callouts. Like, you should probably hold back from celebrating the purge. Means of exit close. Life signs reading detected. This would be important to me if I knew how to read. Huh. Oh, that gives you more ammo in your clip. Okay, nice. Is this where I came from? I think so. Yes. All right. Like, might as well pick up everything we can. And then we can see if health and contempt levels reset themselves at the beginning of the next level, which we keep forgetting to do. Or to actually look at the specific numbers. Probability of error, moderate. Oh, okay. We have 216 health, 32 contempt. Martyrs Crossing. This bridge connects the Hab to the Magistrate's Bastion. It's been heavily fortified against the demonic invasion, but is no longer under Imperial control. Push forward and clear it. Oh, mash to rev your chainsaw. Cut the heretics to ribbons. Yep, we've switched from 232 to 150 and 100. Which is fine. Optimal route through this area is conjugating forward. Wow, thank you, Servo-Skull. You have offered nothing.
The Emperor's will be done.
Ah, that guy required 2. Blue horrors are back. Oh my, hello. Ah, finally some contempt for my enemies. For the enemies of the Emperor. I was gonna say, who's shooting at me? Aha, I see you, blue horror. You can also dodge a little bit using your that slowdown from your L2 chainsaw charge, chainsword. You know, mashing doesn't really seem to do anything unless I'm hitting the wrong button. I would imagine. Oh, you jerk. I did an amazing job of walking right into that attack and then dodging directly into that attack again. It's those kind of skills that I bring to the YouTube Let's Play audience. Aha! There we go. And you look like you want some. Although maybe I should treat plasma gunners from a distance. For their symptoms of being heretical, using a regular treatment of lead. Path blocked. Ascent recommended. There's always time for some good solid ascension. How does one ascend? Oh, adjust location and reattempt. Thanks. Alright, what do you actually expect me to do? Oh, there's a... What are you talking about in regards to Ascension? Servobot. I feel as though the Servobot's advice just keeps getting worse and worse as these levels progress. Yes. That was a good attempt at an ambush. But you will need more than that to defeat the will of the Emperor. I don't know, I feel like this is one of those things kind of like Silent Hill 2, where like Silent Hill 1 was created with a very, very specific technological limitation, and thusly used the fog as like a part of the story. And then Silent Hill 2 shows up, and Silent Hill 2 can render for further distances. The technological limitation isn't there, so the fog becomes a stylistic choice. Kind of like this omnipresent fog that surrounds us. The draw distance in this game is more stylistic choice than anything else. Because, like, this is a PS5. Even PS4 is going to render this at, like, largely greater draw distances. But it creates this omnipresent, claustrophobic feeling. This kind of, like, almost ethereal situation where you're like trapped in almost nothing. There is just you and the abyss beyond. And then, of course, to replicate the feeling of playing those older games that had limited draw distances, you only saw nothing more than the arena and the blood upon it. Oh, now, is this what you were referring to, the Ascension part? A Chaos Space Marine. Okay, where does upstairs go? Is there another hallway upstairs? No, there is just stuff. Actually, there might be secrets. Nope. That sandbag was sandbagging me. Okay, let's worry about this when there are no bad guys. And also, these stairs might just lead up to the same place anyway. Which they do. So the secret... I'm looking for a secret, and I'm not finding it. The only way I generally find secrets is when I'm looking for the objective, and I'm having a hard time finding the objective. Did I come back through? Come this way? Recorded message. Imperial citizen, gaze upon the great works of Administratum. This bridge required the sacrifice of over 5,000 Imperial citizens. Many of their remains are contained in the canyon below. Praise the Emperor for their sacrifice. Am I going backwards or forwards? Door equals found. Amazing. Oh, I'm going forwards. You know how you know you're going forwards? Because you find people who are going to try to shoot you. I must say, this is a fun... Like, the charge maneuver, I've yet to necessarily find, like, come up with a really good use for it. The L1 button that has a lengthy cooldown. Oh. Okay. Are there bad guys around me? Okay, for some reason I couldn't target that one guy directly in front of me. But yeah, the L1 does like a slight forward charge. No attacks, just that. And then it takes like a good few seconds to recharge itself. For its cooldown to recuperate. I feel like I've seen this specific design earlier in this level. With like this specific bridge with these larger, with these like the gaps between the top rooms. Ah, down. Yep. Again, I'm really should remember. Keep those plasma rifle folks at a distance. Ah, nope, that was the wrong button press. All right. But yeah, is this level structure kind of meant to be repeated because like of the machinery of the are they called like they're not called the Space Marines as like a civilization. Like what are the whole civilization referred to as? Like is it like it's not just orcs and humans, right? It's not like the Emperor of which... I feel like this is what happens when you play, when you experience like a wide array of stories, but entirely through its peripherals. Simply because like video games are going to give you this like highly specific, immersive journey into a world, but you'll do so largely without context. Whereas like if I was reading any of the books, like I probably would be getting a little bit better context of the world around. Possibly. It's all, again, going to be put in through the writer's perception of the Warhammer 40K universe, as well as the character's perception of the world around them as well. Yeah. A key. Hold on, I need this contempt for later. Contempt here available, hurry! Vengeance Boltgun magazine. Is it a secret if it's right in front of me? Like, the game is calling it a secret. But, like, I would have to actively choose to ignore it. To miss it. I mean, I'm not going to argue with the results because it improves my secret score, which is usually at a dire low. And this is definitely useful against these Chaos Space Marines. Anybody else? All right, we're good. And I feel as though Darktide also has a little bit of a similar problem with its level design because of, I don't know if it's necessarily the inspiration, but there's definitely a lot of feeling of like repeated architecture and ideas in both games. Although I suppose with Darktide, like the idea of the game does have you going through the same spaces over and over again with slightly different paths. And that's what also can kind of create a little bit of the confusion for myself for why it feels as though I'm exploring the same spaces over and over again. See, this is yet another bridge, except now the bridge in the center is intact. And there are fewer bad guys. Never mind. Engage purge protocols. Ooh, we have an upgrade to our Boltgun. Screamer of Scene? Cinch? We have flying squids to deal with. Chaos Terminator. Okay, where's the Chaos Terminator? I need to terminate this foe of chaos with this gun. No, really, where did you go? I know you're still alive. There we go. Also, convenient tunnel. Alas, that's what happens when you enter areas that are suspiciously quiet in games that are filled with enemies. Is that quiet is not going to last for long. Hello. Alright. Are there any big bads lurking about? Ah. Okay, let's step out of these guys' ways. Oh, that's a new gun. Infinite ammo. Well done. Okay, who's shooting at me with big guns? Very rude of you. Chaos Terminator. Resolution purged. Continue. All right, so we got a bolt gun and a heavy bolter, which are separate weapons. The heavy bolter is a strength 5, the bolt gun is a strength 4. Move, go, continue. Look, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be wasteful in the name of the Emperor. Is this where I came from? Think so. But you know, might as well pick up these items. I think I've got everything I can pick up. Oh no, there's some contempt for my enemies. Alright, we got an elevator on one side and contempt on the other. Oh, hello. That was just health. That looked like way more than that, but it was literally just health. Great. Door query. Significant? Hello. And goodbye. I think you do get more contempt when you taunt first. But you do kind of announce yourself. I don't know enough about the Warhammer universe, the 40K universe, to really say for certain. But I'm pretty sure a swift death in this universe, oh my gosh, is a mercy. Like, I would, like, Event Horizon, the movie, is not from the Warhammer 40K universe, but I would imagine it is, like, aligned to that similar kind of ideology. The horrors of space. The space horror. Like, Event Horizon is more Warhammer 40K coded than a lot of other space horror. Oh, hello. What did I say about charging at plasma gun users? Is to keep charging them? Is that what I said? I'm sure that's exactly what I said, word for word. I don't even know why I'm asking you if I'm able to provide such a quick, clean answer with no lies detected. Warning, hanging gantries, access for maintenance exit falling will be considered disloyalty and dereliction of holy duty. Oh, that space marine, he abandoned his mission when he accidentally fell off of this ledge. Such an unholy way to die. Purge procedure begins. Must we purge on the edge? Do we really need the first-person shooter equivalent of, if you've ever played, the original Twisted Metal games, there's, one level in the map which is just on the rooftops of skyscrapers. Okay, let's use the heavy bolter on this guy. And everybody that comes in between the two of us. But a driving game where you're literally driving off of buildings onto other nearby skyscrapers is a very tense experience. All right, who else wants some? Oh my. I feel as though I would like the regular charge, the non-attack charge, a little bit more if you could use it while in the air. Ah, hello. Okay, let's back up a little bit. Give us some space. Some space, Marine. And then we're going to go in again with the heavy. Okay. We're still alive. We're still good. Did we have to jump across the chasm like that? Probably not. But it was cool. And slightly dangerous. Sometimes you just gotta live on the edge. That is, I guess, a noble sacrifice. Very rude of you. Oh, heretical presence has been reduced. I'm glad that we've really been able to enact real change here. And we only needed to slaughter the presence of a few 100,000 heretics to do so. Which almost feels like, let's say, like if you go into the forest and you kill 300 mosquitoes, and you're like, I've done a good deed. Okay, he has, my dog has adjusted himself. He is no longer on the edge. The risk of him falling off of the bed has been reduced greatly. Again, nothing to do with Warhammer 40K. All right. But we have a key that we got from somewhere. At the very least, we have 100% kills. Nothing remains from where we once traversed. Now entering the venerable bastion, the magistrate's bastion. The information we need will be here somewhere. Now all you have to do is get inside. Shouldn't be too hard. Looks like the heretics have managed it. The vortex grenade tears a hole between real space and the warp. Beware its devastating power. I'll see what I can do. I don't think I have.
You are marked for death.
Aha, you thought you could blow me up with that barrel. No. Yeah, let's not charge plasma gun users. An expert in this game once told me not to charge plasma gun users. Really cool guy overall. I don't know where you would have heard anything otherwise. Ah, is that a pink horror retreating in the field? Also, it's too bad we haven't seen the entire spectrum of Roy G. Biv horrors. We want to see the red, blue, orange, violet, indigo horrors. Not just the pink ones. The full spectrum of aura. Also, I'm already out of contempt for my enemies. Ooh, hello. How does one get up there? Well, at least we have more contempt. There's that. Maybe I can jump up here? No. Can I jump over there? Then... there we go. Ah. I think my bolt gun went up in strength. Or is that temporary? That could very easily be temporary. We'll keep an eye on it. It has bolt gun strength of 5 right now. Still, we got a secret, so you know, there's at least that. Oh my. I was not expecting you to just charge at me like so. Very much. Ah, chosen champion. Okay, you're different. Excellent. Thank you for your constant and steady needed resupplies, Boltgun. Yeah. Ah, hold on. We have these chosen champions. Okay, how about let's... Excellent. I feel like the plasma rifle hits like a little bit to the right of where I expect it to be targeted. And that throws me off a little bit. The enemies of the Imperium will sample from the death platter this day. The enemies of the Emperor will sample the charcuterie board of death this day. Okay. That's a useful amount of contempt. It will not last. I need greater contempt against my enemies. All right. Although one of the things I do need to remember in regards to the plasma guys is that their attacks do have a minor charge-up time. Like, if they're not actively charging their gun, like, it is not going to be useful against me. Munitions bastion under heretical control. Perimeter sealed by heretical forces. I can see that. Actually, I can't. I don't see a single heretical force. I'm sure they'll appear. Purge the heretics.
You cannot escape the reach of my
Ah. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be big guys somewhere. As there usually is. Ooh, Exalted Flamer. You are this season's big guy. Ooh. Hold on. I did something. Which wasn't bad. I did the L1 charge first, and then by accident. And then extended it into an L2 charge and attack. There are so many obstructions here. It is undoubtedly the work of the Heretics. Area successfully purged. Excellent. Once again, I must remind you, Servo-Skull, there are still enemies. But I may have figured out a useful place for the charge maneuver. Not necessarily by itself, but as an extension to the charge chainsaw sword. We'll have to try it out in the next, in the upcoming fights against the Heretics. Is somebody shooting at me? Thank you, Servo-Skull, with your always timely, meaningful advice. Oh, hello. Where did other guy go? And my Boltgun still has a strength of 5. That hasn't disappeared. So, but I'm still not entirely sure if that means it's going to be a permanent thing or until the end of the level thing. There might still be a blue horror out there. But of its location, I am not aware. We'll find out when we get to the end of the level and see if we actually miss that 100%. I'm going to leave that there for now, just in case. Alright, this looks like it needs a key. Though I do not see the lock. See, if I do a charge forward, there's the lock. And there's the key. You picked up a key. Exalted Flamer. Yeah, just stay right there, that's fine. Okay, I might as well just grab that contempt now. Because I will not be coming back. Is this... I feel like I'm bringing in, if you've ever seen the movie, The Menu. Like, does he love the Empire? The Empire. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. What kind of civilization does the Emperor lead? He leads the Empire. But I guess, what is the government specifically called? But I suppose I could just say the Imperium? The Imperium. I'm so stupid. I'm the dumbest dummy dum-dum who ever dumb to dumb. The Imperium. That's... yeah. What was I even talking about before I realized how dumb I was? My love of the... oh yeah, the menu. Is that love or obsession? Is, like, there has to be a difference between love and fanaticism. Would the devout space marines of the Empire know the difference between love and fanaticism? Attention, key. I have a key. I just found it. I'm reminded of a very specific game. Quest 64. Largely because, like, the same issue kind of hit that game as it does here, where, like, there's this part where this character's like, yeah, you need to go into this place and find this diamond or whatever. It's been a long time since I've played Quest 64. And I went into said place, I found said diamond, and then I came back and the person's still waiting outside, and was like, hey, good luck finding the diamond. Like they're the video game equivalent of the doctor from the movie Airplane walking in after the plane has landed and being like, I just want to wish you all good luck, and we're all counting on you. How many references did I just speed through in like 30 seconds? I'll try to slow myself down. I can't promise I'll try, but I'll try to try. Damn it, that was another reference. Bonus points if you get that if you know what that's from. Let's say half bonus points because it's still technically a popular thing. I just realized my Boltgun was low on ammo. Now you can keep loading your gun. Well, that's heavy bolter ammo. I don't need that heavy bolter. I just need regular bolter ammo. Okay, who's shooting at me? It is you. You may have the high ground, but I have a shotgun. And your spawn. Hello. And oh. Ah, there's the key. Also, very few things are as retro as collecting multicolored keys in order to explore the environment. I wonder, hold on a second. Can I jump into there? I think so. That was a terrible jump. That was really bad. Like, we can do way better than that. If I remember which side. Okay. There we go. I don't know what I was expecting to find. And also, I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to backtrack. Also, thank you, Elevator, for resetting yourself, so that I can make multiple failed attempts at making jumps. Whether I'm expected to just backtrack through that section, or if there's a different means for me to backtrack. Because, like, the key is there. Oh, hello. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm not entirely sure which direction leads to the yellow door. So you shot bad guys there. Thank you, Servo-Skull. 99.38% probability of glorious victory. The Emperor's chosen are never lost. Is that an alternate take on the, is it a Tolkien quote? Those who wander are never lost. Oh, no. I still haven't reached. The Emperor provides the way. Ah! Warning, commence purge! The purge has begun again. Bad guys. ¿Dónde está, bad guys? Alright, at least they finally decided to show up to the purge. Now where is, oh hello, the Screamer of Siege. The Exalted Flamer, that's... Excuse me, I'm busy fighting this Exalted Flamer. Yeah. That worked, I guess. Alright, where is the big bad of this wave of enemies? Is this the inspiring champion? Are you the big bad? No, I actually have a ton of contempt, which surprises me. And I think one of them just fell off the side of that building, which I'm okay with. Oh, hold on. What are you over there? Am I supposed to be looking for the big bad of this wave? Somewhere lingering in this environment. The Emperor does not appreciate when enemies don't reveal themselves. What is the Emperor's name? Who is Ultramar? Is there a regular Mar? The Chaos Space Marine. Oh, hello. I feel like this one's going on a little bit longer than most of the other waves, but largely because of the construction of the arena coupled with the AI of the enemies. Purge protocol disengaged. Like that guy, he wasn't really making his way around the level. Like this area is too vertical for that guy to make his way around. He's bulky. He's got too much bulk. Exit located. Bastion interior within. Yeah, yep, there we go. 99% kills. That one blue horror escaped me. Probably. Now entering Forbidden Knowledge. We're going to actually go here next time. For now, though, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.